Hello and welcome everyone. It is time to enter the kumite. Remember, this is not a sport. You don't play fight. What's up, fight fans? Today we're going to be taking a closer look at the upcoming fight between Colby Covington and Jorge Masvidal. This is a fight between former training partners and former roommates. Either man can win this fight, but let's take a closer look at how they may win this fight. Jorge Masvidal is coming in as a plus 270 underdog, and he is an absolute gangster. He may have lost a little bit of fire now that he has so much influence and wealth, but he's always been game, hence the name Game Bread. He's not someone who's going to rest or break, which is something Covington typically invests in as the fight plays out. Covington puts on the pressure, mixes up his striking and wrestling to break people's wills. I don't see Masvidal ever giving up in the fight. I see him constantly fighting back with a fierceness, always going for the finish and scrambling at every opportunity possible. I see Masvidal really opening up with the leg kicks, front kicks, and roundhouses to the body and range. I believe he'll be slamming them in for the bad or the good. I see him doing this. The problem is that Covington might reach around and grab that leg. This approach could end up hurting Masvidal, similar to the way it did in the first Kamaru-Usman fight, where Kamaru would grab that leg and use it to get the takedown. Colby has tendencies that I feel like Masvidal will be able to capitalize on. He really likes to dip forward on his first strike and build into his next strike of the combo. I see someone like Masvidal finding an opening in there and catching him with a crisp left hook or an uppercut. If Masvidal can manage his time on the cage and keep Colby's takedowns at bay, he could find some space to land some decent shots. In my opinion, Masvidal's best way to find victory in this fight is to keep this fight on the feet and keep his back off that cage. He's got to dig in for the underhooks. He's got to rotate Colby out and make space. And Colby usually likes to throw something at the end of clinch or some exchange, and I see Masvidal beating him to the punch in that. Colby Covington is coming in a minus 350 favorite. I think the fight's definitely closer than this. Some people may be writing Masvidal off a little bit too much with odds like these. Colby Covington definitely has the advantage, and I slightly lean to him in favor to win this fight. But you can't count out all of the tools that Masvidal has at his disposal. But starting off, we can say whatever we want about the character Colby puts on, but he has heart. Time and time again, he has shown that he is willing to go the distance and lay it all on the line. We've seen this show the most, I'd say, in his recent fight against Usman, the rematch. Dana White said it himself, if Usman wasn't in the game, Colby would be the champ. And as much as it hurts some people to hear that, it is true. Make no mistake, what Colby is going to be trying to do is this right here. He's going to be looking for an opening to close the distance, put you against the cage. If he can get you down, great. If not, he'll keep you working. Now you can work to get back to your feet, and he can fit in strikes wherever available. Both of these guys are willing to get down and dirty, but I do feel like when Covington's in close, he's going to have the advantage with that wrestling offense, and I feel like he's a stronger fighter in there physically. Colby recently left American Top Team and put together Colby Covington Incorporated, focusing on a more one-on-one coaching strategy at MMA Masters. In his most recent fight with Usman, since MMA Masters, we saw a more calm and collected version of Colby. He was more patient with throwing things on the feet. He was definitely more technically sound and defensively responsible. His head movement is on a whole other level than what it used to be. Covington uses a lot of front kicks and high kicks. This is going to be good for him, keeping Masvidal honest and guessing. His kicks have become an absolute threat for someone who isn't careful. Ultimately, though, I'm going to go with Colby Covington via decision. While I see the openings for Masvidal and I see him landing some good shots, I think Covington's consistency will prove to be too much. I wouldn't be surprised for a Masvidal freak knockout, or if Covington replicates the knockout that Usman put on Masvidal. I just see there being large chunks of the fight where Masvidal is fighting off Colby's wrestling offense and losing time and points because of it. So yeah, I'm going to go with Colby Covington via decision. It's a hard fight to call. Masvidal's really good, and they know each other really well. So who really knows what to expect in this one? With that, I'll go ahead and wrap things up. If you like the content we're providing, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. If you disagree with our picks, make sure to berate us down in the comments below. You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and you can even follow me personally on Twitter. Remember, this is not a sport. You don't play fight.